Hey guys, Happy New Year. Welcome back to another video. We're going to show you how to cook collard greens in our Instant Pot. We've never done this before, but we're going to figure it out and we'll show you and take you along the way. So let's get started. These are the collard greens and we're going to make them just for you. The first thing we're going to do is remove all these big stalks right here. We're going to take the leaves off, the big leaves, and we're going to cut them into ribbons and chop them up, and so we'll have those ready in our Instant Pot so we can cook with those. So let's get rid of all of these stalks. All right, so what we can do is we can pull these off, but what I'm going to do is just use my knife and just trim down this side here and on this side right here. All right, so we're going to get our collard greens off here, so you'll have this one long leaf, and we're going to cut this into strips. Now we're going to cut off this long leaf right here. And we're going to discard our stem. All right, cut some of these together. Put that little stalk off there. All right, so now that we have all of these leaves, and these are not all of them, these are just a few of the leaves. We're going to stack these all up, and we're going to roll them up, and we're going to slice them into thin strips. So this will make this much easier to cook and to eat later. We're going to continue this process with all of the remaining collard greens. All right, we're going to start with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in our pan. It's about a tablespoon or so. We're going to get our onion that's diced up and start that first, and then our bacon. All right, so we have our onion here. We're going to start it on about a medium heat. We're going to add this is a half of a white vidalia onion, or a white sweet onion. We're going to let this cook up just for a few minutes while we get our bacon ready to go in. All right, we have several pieces of bacon that I've chopped up, and we're just going to add this to our onions. And we're just going to saute this until the onions get softened and the bacon releases its aroma and gets a little bit crispy. This will take a few minutes. All right, we're going to let this saute a few more minutes. These are just starting to get a little bit translucent, so we're going to let them cook a little bit longer. Hey guys, this is looking good, but there's a secret ingredient. Let me share with you. We have a half a stick of butter. So we're going to add our butter to our onions and our bacon. I'm going to let this melt down and get really good, absorb all that buttery goodness. And then we're going to add this to our turnip greens in our pot. Ooh, it smells so good. And if you like garlic, you can also add garlic to the last few minutes of this. We're going to leave the garlic off today. Also, if you don't have bacon, you can use pork, or you can use any type of fat that you have, pork fat that you have, but we're going to use bacon because that's what I have today. But if you have extra ham left over from Christmas, or a ham bone, or anything like that, that would work. Okay, so normally this is the stage where I would add all of my turnip greens if this was in a big pot, and I would put some chicken stock in them and then just let them cook for an hour or two. But because I'm doing this in the Instant Pot, I'm going to go ahead and transfer these over to the greens that are in the Instant Pot and let them cook for hopefully about 20 minutes on the Instant Pot. We're going to do a natural release of 10 minutes for that. And our butter, there we go. Get all that goodness in there, and now we're going to add our chicken broth. All right, so we have our chicken broth or chicken stock. You could also add chicken bouillon if you'd rather do that. So we're going to mix all that bacon and onion in here, and we're going to add our chicken stock in. This is 2 pounds or 32 ounces of chicken stock. We're going to add maybe about a cup of it. So not the whole thing, but maybe a cup. to get them nice and moistened here. All right, so we're gonna stir this around and then we're gonna start our Instant Pot. One last thing before I close up the lid is I am going to add some salt and season your veggies a little bit, and I'm gonna add some black pepper. You can put whatever seasoning you like. If you like something a little spicier, you can do that, or you can add hot sauce to it when they're done. All right, we're also going to add just a touch of sugar, just about a teaspoon of sugar. All right, so I'm going to set mine for 20 minutes, and I have the lid is locked right now, so we're going to let this count down, and we'll check back in probably about 40 minutes. It will be done. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let this steam open. It's been 10 minutes, and then we'll open up the lid. We can now open this safely, and we will see how they look. Ooh, they smell good. All right, Vince, what do you think? They're all done. Gonna give it a taste, make sure they're good.
They taste perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Buttery
them.
soft?
Mm-hmm, they melt in your mouth.
All right, there you go. Alex is gonna try a little piece. Let's see. What do you think, Alex?
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah?
And I don't really like collard greens. That's pretty good, though.
You like them? All right. For health and prosperity, right? All right, everything's steaming hot. It looks really good for New Year's. We got some little pieces of pork that I sauteed in the pan, some black-eyed peas, and our collard greens. We are ready to eat. Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Go try our greens recipe. We think you'll love it. Bye.
Bye.